Okay, so I have just recorded a video. It wasn't that much. It was just me talking for 8 minutes straight, which is what I'm going to do right now. But I was muted the whole entire time. This has happened. Like I had to redo a lot of my recording for the past few weeks, which is why I haven't been able to upload as much. And obviously, when you do something over and over again, it doesn't become fun. For example, gaming. Great segue, great segue. Anyway, so what I'm basically trying to say is, when you do something for like a really, really long time, for this, like, let's say you play games every single day for like what, 7, 8 years. Obviously, at some point, it's gonna get boring, repetitive, and just straight up sad. And obviously, you don't want to let go of this because this is what's been keeping you happy for the past few years. And now that it's not making you happy anymore, it's just like, oh no, it's not. But sometimes it is best to like switch it up a little bit, because when you do something for a lot of years in a row, it becomes basically a standard and not special anymore. So you don't really realize how like nice it is to actually do that. And obviously you just brush it around like, oh yeah, I'm gaming, it's fine. But there are people out there who don't do gaming and isn't a real gamer, so they don't really get to experience the fun. But you're not experiencing the fun either because you've done it for way too long. It is quite sad knowing that this thing you used to do for many days, hours, seconds, it's not fun anymore. But as I said, switch it around. Try to find new hobbies. Basically, there's lots of hobbies out there that is considered quite fun, but also like free to do. For example, I recently went back to what I used to do back in like what, May, because I stopped doing it, and it is web development. I used to basically make like mediocre websites. It didn't have anything like good on it, like it didn't have anything functional, but it was a website and it was good. Not good, but good times, basically what I'm trying to say. And I found it really fun, but I did stop because I couldn't find myself learning new things. So I went back to gaming a lot, and I've been doing that for the past few months now. And back in September, I actually went back to web development because I found it fun again. I was actually learning new stuff, and if I compared what I used to be, like what I used to be in web development, I would see a lot of improvement. And what I also did was, ever since a couple of weeks ago, I went back to drawing, basically trying to find new things to do while I take breaks from gaming. And since I'm back at school, it is actually quite easy for me to take breaks from gaming because I have lots of things to do that can basically keep me occupied, and most of it is schoolwork, which it's not that bad. I can do it, but at least as much as I don't like getting homework, at least it does keep me occupied throughout the hours that I don't do the things I want to do. And basically I'm trying to learn how to do new stuff, finding new hobbies to do. What I wanted to do a couple of months ago was actually to go play, like to learn how to play the kalimba. And I don't have a kalimba, so I can't really learn how to play it, but I would like to learn how to play it. And the thing is, when something becomes a standard and you're not happy, that also applies to people. Because when you've seen someone for like a really long time, maybe days, months, weeks, years, actually, definitely years, you never really realize how much of an impact they had on your life before they're not there anymore. And basically, it just makes you sad, even though it also makes you sad that they're not with you anymore. What will also make you like really not so happy is when you realize how special they were to you and how much memories you made with them. And yeah, it's kind of sad to think about, but at least when you were with them and you miss them now, that means you also made some great memories with them. But at the same time, if you don't miss them and they're gone, that can also mean that you learn new lessons. Oh man, I'm such a motivational speaker. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is you never really realize how privileged you are until it's not there anymore. And when that person is gone, basically, it's gonna affect you a lot. But when don't basically what a quote that I heard, what I heard a couple of weeks ago, months I think, which is don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened, which makes a lot of sense because when you miss someone, obviously you're gonna cry because oh no, they're gone. But at the same time, at least you actually met them and made memories with them enough, so you know them quite well. And if it's like if it's someone that you're glad that it's gone, at least okay, I'm gonna sound really weird for it, but at least you learned a lesson to not hang around with that type of person anymore. So that's pretty nice. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I guess everything has a certain reason to be here. When you hate someone, obviously that's like saying, oh, I don't like that person, stay away from that person as much as possible. And yeah, just basically warnings. So that's pretty cool. So back to the gaming part. Yeah, what I was trying to say is basically try to find new things to do when you're not gaming, because obviously you have to keep yourself occupied to find time passing really fast. And when like time passes really fast, you can it's really nice because then you'll see that, oh, it's been a week ever since I stopped playing video games. Oh, it's been like a month. And when you do it again, it becomes special because you find it fun. Also, yeah, if you are still doing gaming even though you find it really boring, what I can suggest is to find other people to play with. There's many games out there that is really fun with a lot of people. Stardew Valley, it's quite fun to farm and rebuild the community center. An FPS shooter, it can be fun when you're like dominating the other team, but when you're not, it's just a straight up chaos. And yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, when you have this thing in your life for not way too long, when you have this thing in your life for a really long time, it might not become special for you anymore, but when it's gone, you will realize how much it meant to you. And yeah, that'll be it for this video. Regarding my upload schedule, I was planning to upload a video a couple of weeks ago, like for the past 2 weeks, but I haven't been really getting enough time because Pixel Gun Tower Defense is hard to do for me when you're doing it solo and you're trying to do a challenge. So and you're trying not to seem weak in front of your viewers. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you learned something. I mean, this wasn't really an educational video, but maybe you learned something, quote unquote. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. See ya.